Hey everyone, welcome back to the JavaScript course. So inside this video, we'll be looking into the JavaScript objects. And if you find this interesting, let's get started right away. So in this video, we'll be exploring about the JavaScript objects. So inside my VS Code, I've opened up my index.html file, my style.css file, as well as my script.js file. So there is some basic boilerplate code present inside my index file and some basic styling given to the style.css file and a basic console.log message inside my script file. Okay. So now let's start exploring about objects inside of JavaScript. Okay. So first of all, what are objects? So objects is basically a collection of different properties, and each of the property can symbolize basically a key value pair that is present. Okay. So firstly, let us create an object, right? So create a new object. Okay. So let's create a person object. So we write the object name and we write a equals to, and then we open up the braces. Okay, and then we start writing the key value pair that is present. So let's say name. Okay, so John, age is, let's say 20, and then marks is 100. Okay, so essentially on line number 5 we have initialized a person object, and over here we are providing key value pairs because the object is comprised of key value pairs. Okay, over here the name is going to be the key, whereas this is going to be the value. Okay, so it's going to be like key and value. So age is key, marks is key, and all these two are pretty much the values that it holds, right? So now let's try to console.log the person object. Okay, so save the file once, come back over here, and let's open up our console once. Yeah, so there you go. We can see the it as an object, and we can see the different data present in the form of key value pairs, that is basically age, marks, and name, right? So that's the way this thing works. So let's say we want to access the different values. So we'll be able to access that with the help of the dot operator. All right. So if I write person and I apply the dot operator and access, let's say we want the name now, and let's console.log this particular value. So over here inside the console, yeah, there you go, we are getting John. So that's the way we access the basically the values inside of the object, right? So let's access similarly person.age and console.log person.marks. Okay, so save the file once. Yeah, so there you go. This is the way we can access all the different kinds of data that is present inside of our object. Okay, so if you want, we can even try to delete certain data with the help of the delete keyword. We are going to say delete person dot, let's say, marks. Okay, so after deleting, let's check out the console. So let's say console.log person. So since marks is deleted, we are only going to get name and age. So save the file once, come back over here. Yeah, so there you go. After deleting the person, after deleting the marks, we are getting name and age as the correct output. Okay, so similarly, let's try to delete the next one. So we're going to say delete person.name, and we're going to say console.log of person. Okay, so save the file, come back over here. Yeah, so currently after deleting the person, that is basically the name, we have age, that is a single attribute inside this object. Okay, so that's the way we can delete some items present inside of object, right? So the next thing we look into is how we can access this with the help of, let's say, a loop, right? So let's create a new object. So let's say student. Okay, so we're gonna say first name equals to John Doe. Okay, and we're gonna say again age is gonna be 40, and then roll number is gonna be 12 or 10. Okay, so we can access the different keys and values that is present with the help of the for loop also. So we're gonna say for key in student. Okay, we are gonna console.log the key value, right? So over here the key is subjected to basically the first name, age, and roll number. So we should get only that inside our output. So let's check that out. Let's come over here. Yeah, so there you go, we're getting first name, age, and roll number because these are all the keys for the student object, right? So now let's try to access all the values. So we are going to say again for key in student. Okay, so we are gonna say console.log. Firstly, we are gonna access the object itself, and we're gonna write as the square bracket, and we're gonna access the key. Okay, so in this case we're gonna get a student of first name, that's gonna be John Doe, and then in the next thing we're gonna get student of age, it's gonna be 40, and then in the last time the for loop runs, we're gonna say student of roll number, that's gonna be 10, right? So in this case we're gonna get all the values that is present. So let's save the file once. Yeah, so there you go, all the different kinds of values, that is John Doe, 40 and 10. So that's the way we access this value. That is basically the value on the right hand side with the help of the for in loop. Okay, so that's the basic about objects. Okay, so I think that's it about this video. Let's see you in the next video, and then thank you for watching.